this is only an invention you'd invest in if you want to quadruple your money. All right. So, toilet seat for the driver's seat of your car. Welcome back to My Wife's Boyfriend. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
So what?
Actually, I do have a question for you.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
Fire it off.
I saw you Uber Eats Eggs Benedict to the office today at 3 p.m.
Is that a crime?
No, I'm just wondering, what was the thought? Can you just run me through the thought process here? Like, did you know you were getting Eggs Benny, or you scrolling through the app and you decided, oh, that Eggs Benedict sounds good?
No, I closed my eyes and ordered it. No, of course I got it on purpose.
No, Mike, but I'm saying you opened up the app going, you know what I need right now? Eggs Benedict. And then that's what you got. That's what I was asking.
True. I thou't you meant did I order it by accident or something. Like, no, it didn't accidentally just get into my cart.
Like, I don't know if just 2 p.m. rolled around and you go, yeah, I got a craving for Eggs Benedict.
No. I what I was going for was it's afternoon, didn't really have breakfast, kind of like the Starbucks egg bites. And I open up my app. Don't really want Chipotle. Don't really want these other things. I want something that's kind of healthy. And it was like recently ordered Eggs Benedict with potatoes.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? That'll get the job done. And guess what it did?
Did it get the job done?
Got that job done.
I was cracking up because Mike wouldn't tell me what he ordered, and then I had to look over and saw him just scarfing down Eggs Benedict.
I took it down at every time.
I mean, dude, let's be real. You can get Eggs Benedict's a tremendous dish, right?
It might be the number one breakfast dish of all time.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't debate you on that one.
Dare I say better than an omelet or a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich?
Please. I'll double down on that.
I'll triple down. Hollandaise sauce?
Forget about it. Hash browns? Forget about it. All right, what were you going to say before I hijacked your shit?
This TV show. Can't believe nobody's talked about it. Nobody's put me on. I watched 2.5 episodes last night. I am fully invested.
Okay.
I'm in for a good one.
Okay.
Game of Thrones.
Nice. You actually just started it?
Just started.
We were talking about that a couple episodes ago. You absolutely should not start that.
I guess what?
How did you end up starting it?
I just finished The Sopranos. I know we talked about that a couple episodes ago. Great show, long. And I need a healthy balance of shows. I'm assuming people can relate. Let me know if you guys are listening. Where you kind of need maybe like a goofy sitcom, 30-minute episode type shows, easy to watch. But then you also need like something in bulk that'll challenge your mind and make you think. So like I kind of had like The Sopranos going on at once and like Parks and Rec. So it's like, all right, if I'm tired, I'm going to bed. I'm like, all right, maybe I just want to put a quick episode. I'll throw an episode of Parks and Rec on or two. If I'm like, no, I'm in bed at like 7 p.m. I'm like, I'll watch 2 episodes of The Sopranos. Do you guys know what I mean? Or can you only focus on like one show at once? Like it's bulk or like, do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I just think that I like just want to know what happens in one show. Like I don't want to be running 4 storylines at a time. You know, I never
said 4. I just said 2.
I mean, that's just how I operate, dude. I don't think that I'm trying to watch like 3 shows at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, still just 2, not 3.
I want to focus on one show at a time, if I'm being honest. Because like once you get to like 3, 4 shows, it's like a little too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you have to keep track of all these other characters.
Again, just adding shows that don't exist.
Yeah.
3, 4.
I don't know, but I can see where you're coming from. Like 2 different sides of the spectrum, right?
Trev, have you ever done that, or are you still a one show guy?
Multiple show guy.
Right? I'm not talking 4 or 5 shows or even 3. I'm just talking like you literally, I bet you a lot of people do this. Like I bet you more 50% listening have that healthy balance of like, all right, I'm gonna watch Curb Your Enthusiasm and I'm gonna watch Breaking Bad. You know what I mean? Like, oh sweet, like the mood is I'm having dinner, I'm feeling silly, goofy. Let me watch 2 episodes of Curb and just giggle a pinch. Or it's like, no, you know what? Saturday, I'm gonna stay in and I'm just gonna like DoorDash food, chill fat, and I'm just gonna grind Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like the best weekend to me.
How did you end up with Game of Thrones? Because I thought we said watch Better Call Saul instead.
You did.
Yeah. So you just decided.
I kind of forgot.
Oh, really?
Well, okay. So here's how I went about it is, dude, HBO's got some fire shows like Max.
Bangers.
So, I mean, that's what The Sopranos, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Entourage, like all those, and plus many more.
Like an HBO ad.
Sorry.
Did bro just like drop an HBO ad? I don't know.
What was that, dude?
Plus many more.
I was about
on the table?
Yeah, I was going to say, Mike, are you
sponsored.
making some money that we don't know about here?
What's going on, man?
Not sponsored, but if not, you can use code Mike at checkout. No, I was also about to add more shows even before you said I was going to be like all of Danny McBride shows too. Like, But
All right, so yeah, Mike's getting paid.
Yeah,
for
Mike's
that.
I'm getting
That
side
was an
cheese.
ad read we didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
I'm getting side cheese. And I was just on there. I was just on HBO Max.
Yeah.
And I saw it and I said, you know what, dude? Like, people talk about how this is one of the best shows of all time. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to go years without like knowing what it's about or this and that. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a bid because it's so critically acclaimed. And so everybody I've asked is like, yeah, I love that show. This
Great,
and that. So long. So I'm like, I'll give it a bid. If I'm not interested after an episode or two, I won't. And it was pretty interesting after already one episode. So then after one, I was like, let's go one more.
Yeah,
And I was like, you know what my favorite episode is so far?
the next one.
The next one.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
I think-
So that's how I chose it. I know it's a very long-winded answer, but that's how I chose
that's
it.
fair.
It showed up and I gave it a bid. Totally forgot about it. I was going to watch Barry, you know, the one with Bill Hader. It's kind of like a comedy,
Yeah.
this and that. I was going to watch
Right.
Better Call Saul,
Right.
Mr. Robot. I want to watch.
Mr. Robot's great.
So I have a big list, but right now I'm taking my talents to Game of Thrones.
Well,
Nice.
Game of Thrones, you're at a good spot watching it now where all the seasons, all the episodes are out. So you don't have to wait years before in between seasons. That sucks.
Were you a live one?
I picked it up, I think, after like the 4th season. So what? There was 6 total. Something.
I think there's 8 seasons.
Yeah. Oh shit. Then I picked it up after like 6 because I think I only had to wait once or twice. But what the worst part was that spoilers would just come out like crazy on Twitter, Instagram, when it was airing live, everyone was talking about it, and you actually would not be able to log on to any of these apps without getting spoilers. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but
I think the biggest thing you have to worry about is talking to someone that you're telling them you're watching Game of Thrones, and then they just like, oh, did you get to this part yet? And then you're just like, no,
It's like-
and then just fucking ruins the entire show.
I guess the one point, and I know it's like this is normal habit, but like when you search up a character, because it's like, dude,
Yeah,
I
you
think that's
can't-
the
just
one
can't do
thing.
that.
That's the one thing is like you need to remember a lot of locations, what the families are,
Dude, there's
what
so-
they like, and just like that, like locations, families, relationships.
Yeah.
So I literally look up like so and so Lannister, and it just is like death after her name. And I'm like,
Yeah,
all right, like
yeah.
I know she dies after this. And you want to know what's funny is before starting episode 1, the only episode I've ever seen is the very last one with you.
Yeah.
So I know how it ends, but I don't think that really matters. I don't want to do a spoiler,
Yeah.
but like I literally know how the whole show ends.
Yeah, it's not gonna do that much to you. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like it kind of. That's a tough one, but
Trevor, have you seen it?
Dude, I love Thrones, man.
it.
Game of Thrones is fire.
It's
House
one
of
of.
Dragons is great. They're coming out with a new one.
I never watched the House of Dragon. Is it good? It's worth
It's
it.
pretty cool, right?
Well, it's because like I loved Game of Thrones so much that it was like anything would
Yeah,
be
people just
good,
want it
right?
more.
You know who I already don't like? Prince Joffrey.
Prince Joffrey.
Is
I'm
that
trying
the
to
young,
think
is
back.
that the young kid?
Young kid, blonde hair,
Oh.
kind of
Draco
like
Malfoy looking rascal.
yeah,
Yeah,
Prince Joffrey.
yeah,
Kind of a low key rat.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
Like, can we like just spoil it or no?
Yeah.
I feel like you haven't
Yeah.
made enough of a time commitment. Like, you could spoil the shit, and then like you'd be like, all right, good, I'm good.
you could, but I like it so far.
Dude, it's great.
Dude. You know what I was actually just thinking about?
What do you think about?
How, and it's funny because a while ago you posed the question of like, what things do you, how do you know you're maturing based like unconventional ways? And like I'm like that's kind of just in the back of my mind now when I
like
think of
that.
things. So we just got a water cooler for the office. That's pretty fucking sweet,
Yeah,
right?
that's pretty sweet.
That was pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie, it showed up at my door and I was like, that's pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. Water's cold. It's good. I went to the wateria today. And I got us 10 gallons of oxygenated water.
Thank
Great.
you. Wait,
Yeah.
does that have
Thank you.
does
It's-
that have anything to do with the maturing thing, or was that just completely different after you said that?
That the excitement that I felt,
Mm.
the excitement that my reaction to
Mhm.
that was like, that's all you'd think, oh, dude, they got a pinball machine, right? Like, so no, we got a water cooler. So like that to me was like, I feel like I'm maturing a little bit, right? Because like that reaction of like, wow, like
Yeah.
the anticipation of like, yo, our water cooler's hitting the front steps tomorrow.
Yeah,
That kind of felt like, maybe like if a new snowboard was coming, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of like that's another one of those reasons.
I like that.
Tack it on there.
Yeah.
I like that. Speaking, I was just say, speaking of mature, becoming mature and realizing it.
Yeah.
You understand that you need to invest your money, and you need to invest your money in good inventions and products.
There we go. Here we go.
I was gonna say, all right, let's hear
Here
it.
we go.
And not Shark Tank. We'll cut that aside.
So you already pitched us on the fart sender.
Sending farts.
Okay, so now what's
This
next?
is a
What's
new one. And again, this is only an invention you invest in if you want to quadruple your money. All right. So it's not If you want to lose money, don't even think
Naturally.
about
Double
it.
your money.
Naturally,
Wouldn't
of
even
course.
consider this.
I
Only if
already
you want
know
quadruple.
I'd be all over this. Trevor would be all over this. Hank, I think you'd be all over this. I think everyone would be all over
Says
this.
a lot about you, Trev.
Ready? Toilet seat for the driver's seat of your car. Would you like me to go into further detail?
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple
Please.
questions. I got a couple questions.
Okay, and it's called the Easy Go.
Okay.
And you
Feel
can
like
get
that name. Feel like that name was scooped up 20 years ago.
and,
but continue.
it's gonna be expensive. And you can get it in any car. You can get any car you buy. You bring it to a certain shop, and they're going to build more of these shops because it's going to become a very, very, very popular invention. Obviously,
So you need to go to a specific shop.
You're franchising this.
yeah,
You couldn't just
Well-
go to your local mechanic and they could install it for you.
sure. Maybe they'll teach. They'll do like
Seminars.
masterminds.
Do you have
on
a
how to-
patent on
Okay.
the specific?
All right, keep going. Because can I
well,
ask
obviously
another
we're gonna-
question? Because I know we haven't even given you time to like.
Sure. I was just going to give you a quick rundown. But
Okay, give me the
No,
rundown.
give me. Okay. Simple as this: the Easy Go. It's a toilet seat for your car. Buy any car you want. Bring it to a shop. They obviously install it. It's going to be a little money. They install it in your driver's seat. And they make it so obviously like bidet, splash free. Don't have to wipe. Hands free. You like press a button. Your seat goes, and you're stuck in traffic, and you're just looking at the person next to you, and you could be shitting.
Okay,
And that
so that was my first question. It's a fully functioning
fully
toilet.
functioning toilet. Think about it.
Because you said toilet seat, and I thought maybe you were just looking for that, like that feel of like I'm sitting on a toilet because it's comfortable. It's like my home spot. It's like you said toilet seat in the car.
You have a bathroom
No,
in
but
your
this is a
car.
fully functional
Yes.
toilet.
Yep.
Driver seat.
Think about in an RV. It's on wheels, and there's a toilet in there.
Okay,
But
so
just
that was
think about
my first question.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So you're in a normal seat, but you press a button, and it's like, and then it rises up. It rises up onto your cheeks, and again, you do what you need to do. Think about all the times you've been in a pinch. I could have used this a
plenty.
million times. Like, and it's fully free. And then when you're done, after a week, after a day, however many times you want to go, you go to a specific spot, and they deal with the waste of it, so you don't have to do it. So you don't have to go. It's going to be expensive. Like you're going to have to like make the investment, but it's like you're investing in your health. You're getting rid of a lot of bubble guts and stomach pains.
I'm gonna be honest, Mike. If I had to go to a shop to have them empty the shit out of my car, I'd just walk like a dog with my tail tucked between my legs, like, all right, it's full. And then what? They gotta like jam a hose into it and fucking empty. They gotta just deal with all the shit that you spewed. Again, another episode. I mean, dude, we're on the hottest streak of talking about shits. This is awful.
This is insane.
But you know what? Actually, funny you say that because I thought I read something online and I thought it already existed in Jeeps. Where I thought there was like a hole in the ground where you could like install a tube to like
did say
piss
that.
in.
I don't know.
Is that a real thing?
That is a real thing.
It's a legitimate thing in Jeeps, right?
Yeah.
Because I looked into it. I think everyone was like, "No, buddy, you're out of your fucking
No,
mind."
Jeeps, the floorboards have like drain plugs.
100%. Well, that would
Every
make
single
sense,
one.
right? Like if you took the doors off and like got wet in there.
Yeah, and you went under like
So-
some water or something, and it went to like the floor level. Yeah.
In theory, you could just install like a
tube and
tube and a.
But that doesn't solve number two.
That's all.
You cut a hole with a funnel.
Would you invest?
No, I know
Trev, or
that's
no?
what you're. I know that's what you're.
Think about if there was a seamless lay, like if we lived in a fantasy land,
Trust me.
that would probably be the best invention of all time.
Yeah, in a
Road
fantasy
trips.
land.
Would
You're saving
road
so
trips-
much gas and money
If we
on
lived in
road
a
trips.
fantasy land, no one would be pooping,
That's so true.
right?
Hey,
Road
Trev,
trip,
that's a
Mike.
good-
Nothing like blowing up the car with 4 people sitting
How
there.
are you wiping, Mike, while you're driving? Is
Bidet,
there gonna be
dude.
new laws? No wipe while driving?
No, bidet.
Dude,
text- oh, bidet.
texting while driving isn't the issue anymore. It's wiping while driving.
While driving.
It's a good point. Imagine a road trip with your boys and you're just laying up the door. And then imagine your boy's like, yo, I got to use that next. You just play you play hot potato and just like swap seats.
He's
Yeah, I
like,
guess
"Yo,
your
can
boy
you
just
grab the
takes
wheel, dude. I have a fucking dingleberry.
like, hey, bro.
I'm wiping a marker. Can you grab the wheel for a second?
You're not wiping shit. It's a bidet,
It's
dude.
like
All hands on deck. I'm just saying. Yeah, bro, that's an off line. Trev, how does it make you feel that Mike goes, I know you'd be interested in this? Is that what he said? He goes, Trevor, I know you'd be interested in this. Henry, maybe, yeah, I think you would be, but Trevor, I know you'd be interested in
Dude,
this.
Mike saying that, dude, because we just had dude, we get whenever we get bubble guts, dude, we text each other. He sends me like the emoji of like the kid on the floor with his head. You know what I'm talking about?
You just sent me a swipe of Instagram. It was like eating like dinner, and then it was a swipe, and it was like, you know, like those foam like bath mats. It was just an imprint of like some dude with his face down across. No, dude, I'm crying, dude. Holy shit, I'm sweating.
God.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just. Can you imagine lighting up the car with your boys sitting there off the car. Trev just looking at you like.
Dude, his light. Dude,
Also,
but that could be bad though, because what if you have one of those moments where your head's hitting the floor, you're taking off all your clothes because you just have the worst stomach pains and you're in traffic.
You don't have to take naked shits in your car. We're talking about shits again. We're way too long. Sorry,
why is the dude next to me shirtless and everyone in the car is like passed the fuck out?
Yeah.
Why is the dude in the passenger seat driving while the guy's like,
Yeah, I would need you would need like a tinted window feature, and then you would need like a curtain within your car to like. I wouldn't be able to do that, dude. Imagine taking a dump in the middle of traffic.
Dude.
Everyone's looking at you, bro.
No,
You're
you'd have to have
driving
a
like a
high-
moron.
Yeah, you'd probably have to have like a high-rise car.
I remember back in the day, I don't know if it was on like Ellen or like Jimmy Fallon or whoever it was, like they would like interview. I don't know. It was like some online, or if it was like an online like tele sale thing. You know, when they sell, your grandma would buy some shit offline on the TV. There was a thing where there was a portable like octagonal like shower curtain thing that you'd bring with you. So if you just had to go like on the street, you could just go.
Dude,
I remember seeing that.
That's fair.
Didn't we have a portable toilet seat, like actual seat that we had? It was in my trunk for a while.
Yeah, I've used it a couple. Yeah.
You had a portable pooper?
Dude, Trev,
Yeah.
it was great. It was like picture like a folding chair, not with like the four legs and like scrunches in,
Yeah.
but like a stool that like folds flat. But basically like you unfold it and then you click the toilet seat on top, and then there's like a
You put a
bag
new bag, you snip
underneath.
it
You just
That
drop
I had one of those.
Is that like it's a camping? It's
Like a camping thing. Exactly. That's what it
thing?
is. Yeah, it's just like an outdoor toilet.
in.
Yeah.
It's pretty clutch.
Yeah, wouldn't that kind of get the job done?
I think
Obviously,
that
I mean,
would
you
get
can't
the
do it
job
while
done.
you're driving, but
Can't do it
like,
while you're driving. Well, the
Like-
point is,
I'm trying to think like
You landscaped when we were younger.
I did.
If you can relate to this, I don't know if you've ever done this, but dude, there's some times when we're out in lawns when you couldn't find a bathroom.
Yeah, of
So you have
course.
to go in the trailer and just poop in a Home Depot 5-gallon bucket. You ever
Yeah,
do
actually,
those?
I was about to say I could relate. I can't relate to that. I don't think.
Really?
you
I've
had
done
that happened.
Dude, there was so many times. Where
Picture so many times. So yeah, dude, you of course Mike knows you can relate to that.
Dude,
What do you
maybe-
do with the
maybe
bucket
I'd buy
after?
this, Mike. Send me the prospectus of this company, dude.
I thought you were
Let's
just gonna
a
take.
deep
I thought you were say like hug a tree and just shit in the woods.
Wait, you used to do that?
Dude, if I had to go really bad and we're at like someone's this is when we were younger, like 15, 14, whatever, doing landscaping, 16, whatever. Yeah, dude, I'd go in a trailer, grab a 5-gallon bucket, and just drop deuce in there, and it's so hot, you're sweating, you're almost passing
I was gonna
out.
say, bro, standing next to the lawnmowers, it smells like lawn clippings and shit.
Yeah, you take it
Sounds
out, you just
awful.
dump it. You dump the
All right, can we actually like for the next like 3 or 4 episodes just not talk about shits?
I think we've hit our shit limit.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Like I feel like we this big. Speaking of, all right, is Maya's boyfriend joining us today or no? Because he has recovered from the dog bite. Is he joining us, Mike, or no?
I want to. My mind says yes. My heart says no. I don't know what that means.
I feel like in theory it probably would be the other way around.
Mine says no, and my heart says yes.
Okay, and then he's going to join us within the next 10 minutes.
I don't think he is.
Okay.
Well, I just don't think he is.
Okay. Why do you not think he is?
Because I think we were talking about there. I was pitching him this idea, this invention, and he said he was gonna like send me a lot of money for it. He sent me a lot of money for it. Turns out he stole that money.
He stole your money.
He stole the money to send to me to pitch this invention. I
Like,
sent it back. I sent it back. He was looking at 5 in county, and he's not anymore. He's a good guy.
Why? What do you mean he was looking at 5 in county and now he's not anymore?
I don't know. Look at Trev over there.
So I'm not. So is he? He's like, is he a criminal? Like, is that the deal? Because I thought
He is not a crook.
I mean, when we first started this podcast, he's
He's a good guy.
a great guy. But recent weeks, Mike, it seems like he's kind of been on a tear.
Yeah, we're painting him in a bad criminal light.
He's on and off. But I think he's a really good guy. I think sometimes he falls into old habits. But no, he's good. He's good. He's not
old
gonna,
habit. What old habit?
He's just not,
What do you know about him that we don't?
he's not going to make it.
Okay,
That's it.
that's confirmed.
He's just not making it today.
Okay, all right, great.
Next week is his first
Yeah.
week, debut week.
He's good for next week.
I think so. You're in
Okay.
charge of him next week.
All right,
Or Trevor's in charge of him next
I'll
week.
get him on the next episode.
I think.
I think I can get him on the next episode as long as he's not doing 5 in county.
Yeah, I mean, 5 in county would be tough. Did anybody, wait, what was the other thing that you had?
The other thing that I had.
Did you have something?
Oh God.
Or was it Trev? I mean, other than my invention, again, I think we've hit our limit on that.
We're not talking about your invention
No,
anymore.
but we didn't get a yes or no. Like, if it could really, really work out,
Like,
would you invest?
would I invest in that? Absolutely not.
What?
I just, if we're talking logistically, Mike, having to go to a specific place to get it installed and then having to go to a specific spot to have it cleaned and worked on, no.
But it's like
Seems
a
like a
Nathan
cash
for you thing where it's like you're not.
Cash
You
grab.
go to like a donut shop, but the donut shop is a front.
That has
for
nothing
just-
to do with
for
it. That has
emptying-
nothing to do with it.
emptying deuce
just
out of-
lot.
The cash grab.
Trevor, would you
Cash grab.
would you invest?
Mike, I don't think I'd invest. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a cash grab.
You guys?
Yeah, respectfully, cash grab.
You guys?
I think we need a cash grab button.
Yeah.
Cash grab. Like we just do a sound
We
bite.
should. We actually do.
Cash grab.
You
You know what was way ahead of its time? Now that we're talking about buttons that say shit, the easy button, Staples easy button. How did that actually become as popular as it was?
Yeah, commercial
Right, but like I think so.
commercials.
Yeah,
That was easy.
and then people just were like, "Yo, I actually need that easy button."
And then
You
every
think there was someone out there that like did something and then like felt good and they're like, hit the easy button. That was easy,
Definitely.
right?
well, yeah. 100%.
Meanwhile, like if I ever saw one of those things, I spam the fuck out of it.
Oh, yeah. Every teacher had it
Yeah.
growing up. Yeah.
But like, what a crazy time. That shit would have done numbers on the TikTok shop. Forget about it.
Man. What are the
Easy
numbers?
button. You could translate that to 50 different languages.
Oh yeah.
You know, you could 3D print those things, little sound box in there, get them out the door, dude. Overhead would be slim. Margins would be fat.
Big.
Boys, what do you say?
What do you say?
What if we just sell a button that's like a sound bite from our podcast?
I'm down.
People can buy it.
But then we got to run commercials on it.
I would down.
we can just do
What
on
would
the
it say?
podcast.
Cash grab. It would say cash grab. That's
Cash
what it would
grab.
say.
Cash
Cash grab.
grab.
Yeah,
Cash grab.
obviously.
Cash grab. The way Tim Robinson says it. It's a cash grab.
Yeah, it could do. It would rotate. I mean, you know, perhaps there'd be some sort of a randomizer mechanism in there that could play one of 4 voice notes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dude. Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't know. Easy button, man. That shit was ahead of its time. I'm telling you.
Dude, I accidentally you know on like steak you're supposed to just use salt when you're cooking it? Is that am I
Perhaps,
right
yeah.
or wrong? Where it's like
I mean,
some people just use salt.
generous amounts of salt.
Generally,
some
I think
s-
it's just like S&P.
I mean, some steaks you can just like they're fatty enough. You don't even need to throw anything on them.
Yeah.
You get enough fatty acids on them.
Stop trying to fucking say that like you actually like were
That's a
being serious about
scientific
that.
term.
I think you're go into it. Go into it.
No. What were you gonna say, Mike?
What were you gonna say first?
I was gonna say I think I got a steak and I thought it was I let it get room temp and I dapped it up and then I just put generous amounts of salt on both sides.
Okay.
And then just cooked it like
Okay.
on a pan and it tasted really good, but I put way too much salt on it.
Oh, really?
But I thought they always say generous amounts of salt. Ribeye from Trader Joe's.
Depends how thick it is, man.
Trader Joe's does cuts
Inch
of
or
meat.
two. Inch.
Maybe I don't know.
They do cuts of meat for show. It's packaged just like
No,
Dude,
I don't doubt it. I haven't been to Trader Joe's in a minute, but there's those 2 Trader Joe's. That's your spot, right? The ones that are across. Sorry, Mike gets
Yeah.
weird when I start talking specific locations.
No, I don't.
There's these dueling Trader Joe's.
We live in Montana.
in our Montana suburb. Have you been to both of those?
Which ones? Yeah, I have been to both of them. One of them's completely better than the new one.
Yeah, I believe it. Trader Joe's again, man. I haven't stepped into Trader Joe's in a minute.
Interesting. Trader Joe's is
They got some
interesting.
good
joint.
food, man.
They got some good food. They also got some
Interesting vibes.
cash grabs.
They do have some.
They had some cash grabs. So, Mike, I think we have a photo of Mike's steak. You sent it, and you go, "Yo, this steak looks like shit."
It does.
I will say that pan probably hadn't been. We're gonna have to add it in here, Trev. We'll pop this in.
Yeah, send it to me.
I don't think has that pan been cleaned in 8 years or no.
No, it's been cleaned, but it's been
It's like
permanently stained for like a year or so.
I think the issue though, Mike, with your steak was that you cooked it on a non-stick pan. You got to cook it on like a cast iron.
I just don't have a cast iron.
Okay.
Will you buy me one?
No.
Okay. Trev,
You
will
can afford
me
to
one?
buy your own cast iron.
What?
Well, actually,
I'll
if
get
you
a cast iron.
Nice.
if you Trev, you have a cast iron
Of course, man.
and you cook your steaks on your cast iron.
Of course, man.
Yeah, I mean that's just rule number 1.
Not to
Number
get
one.
too much steak talk before we wrap it up, but we used to have a cast iron at home, like when we lived at home, and it's the bee's knees.
How many, Mike?
What? I used to use a cast iron a bunch.
When
Cooking steak tips. I used to cook steak tips, and that was just
Buddy.
brings me to what?
you did not,
I literally have a video on my TikTok of me cooking steak tips, walking through it
with the cast iron.
with a cast iron. I can
That's
show.
probably the only time you ever used that cast iron.
I used to make that a lot, dude. 100%.
All right. Yeah,
Bro,
all right. Well,
I used to
yeah, all
cook, dude. People sleep on the fact. I used
See,
to.
you're gonna immediately. Now, here's the thing. You're gonna immediately.
You know what I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
say.
immediately try to flip this on me.
Henry knows what I'm
You're
about to say.
immediately. You're instantly.
Henry knows what I'm about to
all
say.
I said was you didn't use that cast iron ever, and Mike now all of a sudden is gonna go diving into this thing because this is gonna stray farther and farther away from Mike not using the cast iron. Let's hear it.
You go. When did you ever use that? Inferring that I never cook. I do.
That's not what I said. I said you
Trev.
never use the cast iron, inferring that you never use the cast iron. I feel like that was pretty straightforward, Trev. Did I ever?
I did use the cast iron.
Let's get a third party in on this, Trev. Did I ever say Mike didn't cook, or did I say Mike didn't use the cast iron?
Well,
What did you get from that?
He did say you didn't use the cast iron.
Okay,
What was it?
did it sound like I said that Mike never cooked, or did it sound like I said Mike never used the cast iron? Which one?
It sounded
What was
like
it
you
inferring? Trev?
said
So
that Mike never used the cast iron.
Okay, all right,
What
yeah.
was it? What?
And Mike, you inferred. Mike took that as an opening of the door was open to say that I said you never cooked, right? That's how you interpreted that. Was me saying you never used that cast iron specifically?
You had that look in your eyes saying you've never cooked.
Okay, all right.
You had
Then
the-
say what do you want?
Because since Henry basically just said I never cooked and never cook.
Yep.
During COVID, I made this kid breakfast
I might walk,
single
Trev.
morning.
I might walk. I can't listen to this shit.
I made this kid an omelet every single morning for breakfast.
How are we
And
talking
I don't
about?
think I've gotten a thank you for that.
How are we talking about making omelets for breakfast during COVID when all I said was you never used that cast iron pan?
Because it inferred that I don't cook. And I was like, I do cook. I don't cook out here. I don't cook out here, really. I will say, put my hands up. I'll cook maybe once every 3 weeks. I cook out here. But at home, I would cook breakfast every morning and I would cook you breakfast every morning. And it was just kind of like, I'd give it to you and you'd go, all right, whatever.
Oh my god! Now we're just running wild.
I used to make very tight quesadilla omelets for breakfast all the time.
Quesadilla omelets?
Yeah,
What do you mean
just like
quesadilla omelets?
okay. So just quickly again,
I never had one of those.
I think you definitely did. 3 eggs. You put a quesadilla. No, you put 3 eggs in the pan like you're making an omelet. You sprinkle. Once it gets going, you put the cheese in, then you put a full tortilla on top of it, and then you flip it together so like the cheese is gooey underneath, and then you put like your ham, your onions, your tomato, and then you flip it in half, and it's like quesadilla omelet.
Buddy, I think you've made less of those than you've used the cast iron.
I have so many pictures to back it up.
Let me see one. I'd like to see.
I'll go in my
I'd
notes.
like to see evidence of both.
I have videos and pictures for everything backing up.
Let me say right now, you made less quesadilla omelets than you used the cast iron skillet.
No.
You probably used the cast iron skillet once or twice in 8 years, and you probably made 1 quesadilla omelet.
Nope.
I'm confident in that.
Nope. I can find pictures and vids to back it up. That's bogus. And what I was gonna say is, I don't even want to get into this, but it's just the fact that like making steak tips. Steak tips is it's where we're from. No, they don't have steak tips anywhere else. But we don't. Have
Oh,
to
that's
get into
interesting. Yeah, steak tips. Yeah, I forgot.
I'm pretty sure they're just like a North Shore Mass thing. That's where I was going with it before Henry said I don't cook.
What? Dude, I never said you don't.
No. Let's drop the topic.
Where, what part of the cow is a steak tip?
I'm gonna say the tip of it.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know.
What, Trev? Can you just give me a quick little?
Can you do the history of steak tips real quick? Sorry.
You want to know where the part of the cow is a steak tip?
Yeah,
I think it's
like
gonna
sirloin.
be.
It's sirloin, right? I don't know where sirloin is, but I feel like
Sirloin steak
sirloin
tips?
tips
Yeah.
and steak tips are interchangeable.
I believe a steak tip is a sirloin tip.
Right.
How?
And sirloin comes from which
Or tri-tip.
sector?
Oh boy,
You guys,
I think it's a cow's hind quarter.
is that an actual proper terminology, or did you just make that up?
I feel like that's a proper
I
term.
think that's a proper.
No, I know.
Hindquarters, bro. Can we get that going again?
What?
Can we hindquarter?
Hindquarter,
Yeah.
referring to your rump as a hindquarter.
Yeah. Like your derriere.
Yeah.
We start talking about your hindquarters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. All right, but dude, I will say steak tips and rice pilaf rule, and they don't have them out here anywhere other than
Rice pilaf's out around these parts, right?
they have rice pilaf.
Yeah, but not steak tips.
If you guys are in the North Shore area, go to Champions. Best steak tips.
I don't think I've ever been there.
I don't think
it's
I've ever
the
been
Where
there.
is that?
Peabody.
And Tom's been there.
What?
Tom,
Dude, Champions is the best steak tips on the North Shore.
You think we could do? You think we could pull a mic and Uber Eats some?
Dude.
Mike,
I would.
the time that you explain that story, you Uber Eats buffalo wings after a night out.
Yeah, dude, we were in Boston. We were back visiting some buddies. And we had a night out. And you could say a couple of speed colas were going down the hatchet.
A couple adult sodas down
And classic, when you get a little tipsy going, you get a little this, you get hungry, right? You get the munchies. You're like, hey,
For
let's
sure.
order Taco Bell, let's order this, that. I'm like, let's get wings. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna order wings. And I thought it was from this place called in Beverly. And they were going to come to Boston. I'm like, that's still pretty far. I ordered them. fell asleep, woke up. I was like, oh shit, the wings are probably there. Checked it, the wings. I had a UPS tracking number for my wings. I accidentally ordered wings on DoorDash from Buffalo, New York to Boston, Massachusetts. They came 4 days later on a Wednesday, and my buddy just like ate them. They're from like where the buffalo wing was invented. They came with sauce, and it was like 60 wings, and he just like made them in the oven. He's like, yeah, these are tight. And I'm like, I think I spent like $120.
Now
on them.
that's got to be like an issue with DoorDash, right? Like you shouldn't be able to that easily place an order from a state away, like and get a UPS like shipping label.
I thought it was like, oh, these wings are gonna be on the front door.
Yeah,
maybe I'll reheat
But
them.
let's think about it. That probably worked out for the best for you.
Yeah,
because you didn't have soggy wings that you weren't going to eat, and I mean, I guess they just didn't go to waste, right?
Yeah.
Brian got to enjoy them, but dude, that
that was tough.
that's tough.
That was a tough bit.
That's a tough bit.
That was funny though.
I've never seen someone play a DoorDash or Uber Eats like a video game before.
Yeah.
And that's Mike. And actually,
Are we getting into that or are we going next
now
episode?
we'll save that for next episode.
Yeah.
We'll save that for next episode.
We got a great one for next
I got
time.
an interesting story. I got an interesting story about
That's a
Uber
tough
Eats,
one.
but we'll save that for the next one. Trev, we'll do a little cliffhanger, huh? How do we like the cliffhangers?
I kind of like it.
How do we like the cliffhangers? Trev, let's dive into the words here, into the spelling bee. Why
Let's
don't
go first.
I think it's
let me
Hank's turn.
start things off.
All right, Henry, for your word today, it is perspicacious. Perspicacious.
You guys in some like sort of cahoots here? Cahoots. CAHOOTS.
I don't even think that's how you spell cahoots.
What, Trev? What? That is how you spell cahoots, by the way.
Not if you're doing the game that you played
Not what I'm doing.
class.
Trev, what's spell? Say it one more time.
Perspicacious.
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 Okay. Can I have a definition? I'm curious what that means.
Having a ready insight into things, also meaning mentally sharp.
Like clairvoyance.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Can you say it for me one more time? I'm like actually trying to
sentence. Perspicacious.
Yeah, it's in a sentence. I mean, I guess sentence.
My dog is so perspicacious that he knows the sound of the cheese drawer opening.
Okay.
But not the word sit.
Okay, naturally. Perspicacious.
Mhm.
Perspicacious. Ooh, you gave me loquacious on the last one.
Ooh, I
So I don't know if Trev's playing mind games on me. He made loquacious on the last one. I got that wrong.
With a couple
Perspicacious. Oh shit, man. P-E-R-S-P-I. No, P-E-R-S-P-A. No. P-E-R-S-P-I, perspic. Oh, Jesus, dude. This is tough. P-E-R-S-P-I.
You're not getting it.
P-E-R-S-P-I-C-A-C-I-O-U-S. Perspicacious.
Ding, ding, ding,
Let's
ding, ding.
fucking go, dude.
Yeah,
No
that's
way.
right.
That shit.
No way.
Yeah.
Spell it one more time.
P-E-R.
Yeah.
S-P-I.
Yeah.
C-A-C-I-O-U-S. Perspicacious.
You had it written down somewhere.
Buddy.
That's pretty good.
That might be one of the
Yeah, that was the biggest save of all time.
pulls of all time.
Damn.
You were
Yeah.
dropping cues, and I was like, stay on
Yeah,
the scene,
yeah.
brother.
And I locked in personally.
Damn, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Perspicacious.
Ready for yours, Mikey?
I was
Fire me up.
born ready.
Your word is mellifluous.
Next.
Doesn't look like that.
What's up? Or is that my word right?
Mellifluous.
Mellifluous?
Wait.
Wait, what?
You just said Malex twist.
No, I did not.
Trev, you just said
No.
Maleficent.
No, I didn't.
What? Say it one more time.
Mellifluous.
Mellifluous. Definition, please.
Pleasant to hear. Sweet.
Sentence.
The singer's mellifluous voice filled the concert hall, but the guy behind me still thought we needed to hear his chewing.
So I actually just have a quick question
Yeah.
before I dive in. Who the fuck is using that word?
Mellifluous.
Like in that who's saying that sentence?
An asshole.
Someone who's in a liberal arts college.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Anyways,
Mellifluous. I feel like it's gonna be one of those sneaky easy ones. Mellifluous. M.
buddy.
E.
Yeah.
M-E-L. Dude, I'm gonna get this wrong, so I'll just make it short for everyone. Mellifluous.
Sound it out, man.
Mel. If. Lewis. M-E-L. Guaranteed, obviously. Mellifluous. M-E-L. I think it's I. I want to say I, but I know it's not. Mellifluous. M-E-L-I-F-L-O-U-S. Mellifluous.
So close.
What is it?
M-E-L-L-I-F-L-U-O-U-S.
U-O-U-S. Wow.
Well,
yeah.
did you have double L's?
No, mellifluous.
Lewis.
That would have been double L's. I was gonna. I was. If I had one more guess, it would have been.
It's
the
like
second
Mel
one.
I flew us.
Yeah. M-L-L-I.
Wow.
Lewis.
That was special.
Mellifluous.
That was special. Trev,
All right.
you've kind of had some. You've had some humdingers.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, hit Trevor the word quick. Onomatopoeia.
All right, good. Dude.
All right, that's it.
Why not?
Thank you guys so much for listening.
See, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see if Trev can spell it next episode then.
For sure.
All right. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening. That's a wrap.
You guys
Catch you on
are.
the next one.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah. It's
Say
all
it
right.
one more
Just cut
time.
my shit off.
Say it one more time.
No, I'm just trying to do the outro.
Say it one more
Cut
time.
my shit off.
Do that. Do the outro one more time. Say it one more time from the top.
I forgot what I was going to say.
No, but from the rip. Say it one more time from the top.
All right. That's it, folks. Thank you so much for joining. We will catch you on the next one.
You guys are the goats. Love you guys.
Yeah, that sucked.
All right. Later,
Peace.
guys. Love you guys.
guys.
I love